this going to be a more tactical, sort of cagey sort of a fight, given that he's a step up in class again from what Gallimore was?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I just got to be steps ahead of him, and I feel like my boxing skills is the best in the division, and I'm gonna be able to show it on Saturday night. You know that whatever he want to do, I could do it better than him. If he wants to box, I could box better than him. If he wants to bang, I could bang better than him. I'm gonna show it on Saturday night.
And I suppose lastly, Erickson, before I leave you, you said in the last question that you're concentrating on whoever holds the title. It wasn't really about Charlo. But wouldn't it be much sweeter for you if Charlo was victorious, that you could redemption that sort of blotch that's probably still itching away at you to try and get another crack at him? So I suppose you want the title holder, and it doesn't matter who that is, but wouldn't it be much sweeter for you if it was Charlo you were facing again?
Of course, revenge is bittersweet, and the best revenge is success. But also if I get in the ring with Charlo once again and show him that I'm a total different fighter, and so be it. And I'm looking forward to that.
Erickson, best luck from all of us here in Ireland.
Thank you.
Cheers, bud.
Okay, James, appreciate that. Let's go to Jeremy Herridges, fansided.com. Jeremy?
Hi, Erickson. I was curious in preparing for this fight. Did you study film, and in particular, did you take a special look at his recent fights against Southpaws with Trout and Lara?
Yeah, I did some studying. I did studying with the Lara fight, with the Trout fight, a few other fights, but mostly my trainers. They look into that more than I do, but I seen what I needed to see. My trainers seen what they needed to see, and we got a game plan and we ready to execute on Saturday night.
Looking at his record, obviously it's a strong record, but the one draw and the one loss have come against Southpaws. Do you think it's the fighters that gave him problems, or do you think that in part the Southpaw stance gives him problems?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both for sure. I feel like he has a little bit of problems with Southpaws, but I'm not looking at that. I got a game plan. I'm ready to execute. I'm ready to come out victorious on Saturday night.
In order for this fight to be a success for you, other than just winning, is it more about how dominant you are in this fight? What's your main objective here?
I mean, both. I definitely, got to come out there and win. And I also want to go out there and win in style. I want to look good winning. And, that way we leave behind a good report.
Going back to your one loss, there's a bunch of ways you could look at it. As one could be, disappointment, or the other is something to learn from. How do you look at it? And if you did learn something from it, what was the most important thing you took away from that fight?
I mean, it's definitely something to learn from. It's also disappointing because I definitely I dared to be great. I want to be I wanted to be one of those fighters to win a world title early, but I definitely learned that experience is a great teacher, and I took that from that fight, brought it with me, and bounced back, and I'm still bouncing back in a great way, and I soon take over this division.
Erickson, thank you very much, and best of luck.
Thank you.
It is refreshing to see you take a step back and take it in stride and get back to where you've gone so far, Erickson. So happy to see that. Same with your opponent across the ring. So we're looking forward to Saturday night for sure. Let's go to Alan Jones in the ring with Alan Jones.
Erickson Lubin, good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm good.
Good. Al Jones from In the Ring. This fight here, I mean, you've been prepared. You prepared yourself very well. Training was good. You have one of the best coaches in the game. What advantages do you have that will separate you and lead you to a victory in this particular match?
I feel like my advantage is that I'm definitely, I feel like I'm more determined than he is. I'm younger than he is also. I feel like in every department, I feel like I got the edge in almost every department. The speed, the power, the footwork, the defense. I feel like I'm just one step ahead of him.
Okay. And also on In the Ring with Al Jones, when you were on the show,
Excuse me, a couple steps ahead of him.
a couple steps ahead of him. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And also, going forward, what will it mean? What will this win mean to you going on this?
I mean, it'll mean a lot. Every win, I take every win. You know, all my wins are special to me, and they mean something to me. It'll be just one more step to the title. You know, this is gonna be for the mandatory slot with the WBC, and you know, after this, you know, sky's the limit. I get to fight for not just one belt, but 3 belts.
Okay. And any predictions? Will it go the distance, or are you predicting a TKO or knockout?
Whatever happens, you know, if I get the knockout, sweet. But you know, I'm in shape. I'm ready to fight 12 rounds. I'm ready to get the win.
All right. Thank you for your time, and good luck to you this weekend.
Thank you.
Well, we've seen the energy and some personalities coming from the co-features earlier today, Erickson, and now we're feeling it from you and from your opponent before. So know it's going to be a big night. Reggie Woodson, you're up.
Hey, how you doing, Erickson?
I'm doing good.
Hey, look, after fights, man, we get online and everything, and fighters, you know, we criticize them and hold things against fighters and whatnot, especially knockdowns and knockouts. Do you think to this point that you've kind of in control of the narrative about who Erickson Lubin is as a fighter?
Well, I know who I am as a fighter. That's why I walk around with my head held high, even after a loss, because I knew I'll bounce back. Just needed to make a few changes in my life. I made the changes, bounced back in a great way, and I'm looking to take over the division.
Got you. You're still a very confident guy, very firm in how you carry yourself and whatnot. But what's the difference in the energy pre-Charlo and now in these last few fights?
Well, you know, I train hard. I train hard for that fight with Charlo, but I just knew I needed to bounce back. You know, the way I train with Kevin Cunningham in camp, you know, we got a game plan that, you know, I believe in him the way he believes in me, and you know, this is how I am. This is just me.
All right, and with the unification coming up a week after you guys, you know, what's the ideal statement for Erickson Lubin to make before the unification fight, as well as to the fans?
Well, I just want to go out there and be my best, and I know with me being my best, you know, I always make a statement. I always look good when I go out there and I'm at my best. So I just want to go out there, have some fun on Saturday night, come out with the win, and then, you know, we'll talk about what's next.
How's that environment for you? We heard some different things from Benavidez and whatnot, and Angelo Leo as well. How are you settling into that environment up there in Connecticut?
It's the calm before the storm. I'm just relaxing. You know, my weight's good. I'm ready to weigh in, fuel up, and then fight on Saturday night.
All right, man. Have a great time, and wish you the best Saturday night.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. We have just one more question for you, Erickson. It comes from Bakari Simpson. Bakari, if you unmute, you can go ahead.
What's going on, man? How you feeling?
I feel great.
That's great. You know, I'm always fascinated with a lot of the mental aspect of the game. And so when you took the loss to Charlo, there have been other fighters who have been broken or lesser than after, you know, such a loss or on such a big stage. And so for you, you appear to have bounced back mentally, and you're back 100%. But how did you absorb that loss? Did you kind of bounce back fast, or was it like a process?
I mean, everything's a process after taking a loss. I just made a few changes in my life outside the ring, and then I got with Kevin, and you know, just, you know, got a stronger team, and you know, we work hard in camp. my confidence level has always been high. Even after the loss, I didn't, you know, it didn't break my confidence. And I knew that's what I needed to bounce back. And that's what I did. I just, you know, kept training, I stood the course.
That's what's up. And so obviously, Coach Cunningham has a reputation for being, you know, strict and a very disciplined coach. But for you personally, since you all have been working together, how has he, what would you say the greatest way that he has improved you or, you know, advanced your skill set?
Yeah, he's definitely advanced my skill set. Also he's hands-on, so he's there every step of the way during training camp. When I'm running, he's there. When I'm in strength and conditioning, he's there. So, you know, just working with him, I knew I'll get my game to another level, and, you know, being able to adjust in the ring, whatever he calls out, you know, he's hands-on with me. So, you know, that definitely boosted my game to another level.
And so you've said a number of times that, you know, you're not necessarily chasing any, you're chasing the belts. And so of the belts, do any of the belts mean anything more than the rest of you? And if so, which one?
Well, I'm number one in the WBC right now. So if none of them boys want to fight, they're gonna have to give up that belt, the WBC belt. But I'm sure that those are tough guys. They're willing to fight anyone. And, you know, after I take care of business on Saturday night, we're looking forward to fighting one of those guys. Whoever comes out on top between Charlo and Rosario, we're going to get it on for all them belts.
That's what's up. And so well, fairly early in your career, you had a lot of notoriety and you got on TV pretty fast. And so, you know, you had a light on you pretty early. And so obviously you got your mind on the getting your hands on a belt. But are there any up and coming fighters that you kind of got your eye on that you would look forward to fighting in the future?
There's a lot of good up and coming fighters. None specific, but you know, I got my eyes on everybody. I watch boxing from prospects to, you know, champions to Hall of Famers. I watch everybody.
Bet. All right, man. That's pretty much all I got. So, you know, I wish you all the luck for your fight.
Thank you.
All right, Erickson, thank you very much for the time. I want to thank all the press for joining us and for great questions today. Great responses from you, Terrell, and all the fighters on the card. Looking forward to a big night. It's back-to-back weekends for Showtime Boxing. September 19th, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific, 3-fight card live on Showtime, followed by a big pay-per-view event on the 26th of September. As we've mentioned here many times, the unification fight between Jermell Charlo and Jason Rosario. So a lot going on at 154, very deep, interesting division. And we see some connectivity between this Saturday and the following week. So looking forward to it. Thank you very much, Erickson. Good luck heading ready for the weigh-in, and we will see you on Saturday night.
All right, see you.
Thanks, everybody.